हमारे बिग आइडिया स्पेशल में एक काफ़ी यूनिक और अनयूजुअल एपिसोड है क्योंकि we are going to take you into the exhilarating world of architecture क्योंकि आज हमारे खास मेहमान हैं Dikshu Kukreja of CP Kukreja Architects, one of India's premier renowned and highly respected architectural firms. We are at the famed Gautam Buddha University in Greater Noida, Delhi. Dikshu Kukreja, wonderful to have you on The Big Idea.
My pleasure.
Really such a pleasure, and thank you for taking permission for us to shoot at Gautam Buddha University.
You're welcome.
I mean, Dikshu, हम सोच भी नहीं सकता कि हमारे देश में ऐसे university है.
Yeah, it is a pleasure to see. It's something you see and you believe.
Yeah, you can only see and believe it. I mean, सोच भी नहीं सकता. This is one of the most beautiful architectural universities, I think, in the world.
Yeah, it's been awarded like that. So great.
Really, tell us about the award.
Well, it's won lots of international awards, but the most recent one 2 weeks ago was in London, where they've selected this amongst the best designed university campuses in the world.
Wow.
So yes, it's a great feeling to see an Indian campus being recognized at such a
Made
level.
in India, branded
Yes,
campus.
absolutely.
Oh, God bless you. That's what it's about.
Thank you.
अच्छा, हमारे साथ share कर लीजिए your sensational storybook in the architectural world. कैसे unfold हुआ था? Beginning से हमको बता दो.
Okay. Well, I have always been inclined towards architecture. And I remember as a kid going near monuments, sitting there, sketching. And so it's something that was, I think, running in my blood.
पहले में passion था.
Yes, it was
creative
always there. So it was never about what do I want to grow up and do, this or that. It was only this. So it was great that I got into School of Planning and Architecture. And that
was it difficult?
It's a very competitive exam,
believe
very
that's why
competitive, and I think it's got even more competitive now.
What are the numbers today? ये पूछना था.
Well, today they have an intake of 120 students, but there are lakhs who apply. So it's a tough admission, but I was fortunate. I got accepted, and actually I topped the entrance exam, so I was lucky to get into the college.
What we're looking at presently, and all of the other projects you've done, we can well imagine.
Oh, thanks. So after School of Architecture, I decided I wanted to do something different and learn architecture, not just about buildings, but the built and the open space. For me, the two go together. It's like a marriage. You can't think of just designing a building and plonking it somewhere. It's about buildings, capturing the open space, and then the ensemble between the two, creating that poetry.
And then
So that's why I decided to go to a very renowned institution in the US called the Frank Lloyd Wright School of Architecture.
Yes,
so that was very interesting because it was all about learning by doing, which means we were just 70 people on the campus, 35 faculty and 35 students. So 1:1. And it was not about just learning how to draw about buildings, but it was about maintenance, construction work. So the moment I landed there, my first task was to build my own shelter in the desert.
So
I had to make my own building. A to Z. So the best one can do at that age is I built a little tent for myself. So I was living in a tent. I was that time 18. No, I'm sorry, I was 23. I was 23, 22, 23. So it was an amazing experience. And then from there, I got into Harvard. So that was a complete university education in a beautiful setting.
There's nothing more glorious than Harvard.
It was great. It was an amazing experience again.
I have to share, this is interesting because I've met you and you're only telling me now you went to Harvard. They generally say any Harvard graduate, I'm not talking about the other Ivies.
Right.
Within a minute, if they've not told you they graduated from Harvard, you have to wonder. You're very modest. So what was the Harvard experience like?
Harvard experience was just amazing. It was another world. I remember the very first introductory lecture that we got from our dean was that, look, you're here for 2 years. Remember, whether you work or not, you're not going to fail. All of you are going to pass because it's we who have taken the decision to select the best of the best. So you all are going to pass. The matter here is that you have to learn more from each other than you learn from the faculty. And that ended up being such a true experience.
What a narrative. That's very
It was amazing because there it's all about collaboration, collaborative learning, ideation, thinking together creatively. So that was an amazing experience.
Dikshu, this is really, I mean, just so phenomenal chatting with you and chatting at Gautam Buddha University.